Hey, Mr. David Attell.
What's up?
How are you today, sir? Whoa.
Happy New Year.
You got booze in that cup?
No, just
just a latte?
coffee.
Okay.
Yeah.
Right this way, sir.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'll show you. Let's pour some out for it.
Yeah, just pour
The new year.
for all we've lost.
Yes.
In 2012.
Exactly.
Right this way, sir.
Jack Klugman and Charles and Miss Page.
I like that you ordered a regular coffee, though. It doesn't look like one of those.
Yeah, no, I'm not a
pansy
latte
drinks.
man.
I like that. I wouldn't have pegged you for a latte, man. So what's new with you, Dave?
Well, I just finished. We just finished season 2 of Dave's Old Porn on Showtime, and like to come in and talk to Howard about the highlights and some of the amazing guests that we had on the show. And of course, now I'm back on the road because I'm kind of broke because I use my own money to kind of get the show going, and just kind of new year. You know what I'm saying?
New year, some porn, and some finance.
New year, new toothbrush. I'm sure I've said that before here, but yes.
All right, man. We'll see you in the studio.
All right, thanks, man.
Thanks.
Hey now. All right, Dave Attell is here. Big show today. Dave has a show on... where is his show? Dave, I'm drawing a blank here. The porn show. Dave's Old Porn. Where...
Happy New Year, everybody.
Hey now, happy
Howard,
New Year.
Robin, and of course Fred.
Fred, yeah. How could you forget Fred?
How great was that, hearing him strum it out?
Were you nervous during that? I was so nervous. Fred, I thought you were going to fuck it all up, and I don't know why. Fred's a good musician. I thought you did great.
Because it can happen.
You got to give Natalie some credit because she very gingerly said you kind of were fucking up her song.
Right.
Did you hear that? She's
yeah.
like,
She was
a little
afraid.
too fast.
Yeah.
If that was on tour, you would immediately have been like, get your stuff off the bus. You're flying home.
Yeah, she kind
Say
of
hello
let
to
him know.
AirTran.
She kind of let him know.
Yeah.
She did.
But I thought he did great, though.
Yeah, he did
I didn't know
great.
he was that talented.
Do you think you rushed it, Fred, because you felt nervous?
I may have had too much coffee.
No, seriously. Why did you choose to go so fast on the song?
It's not that I chose to. It's just that's where it started, and she could have told me to slow down.
I'm going to answer for Fred.
Whatever.
He's a rocker, dude. He's not a country man.
Yeah,
He's
but
a rock hard.
No, the Pink Floyd song is much slower.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
It is. It's like it's almost insufferably long. It's like
Well, it is a long song.
Well, she's very cool, and you missed the
is.
best part, Howard, because after the interview, which was great, she was outside with Lisa, and it's just weird to see two women go at it.
Did they go at it?
It's like the show Girls,
Yeah.
but older.
Old girls.
Yeah, old girls.
Did they go at it?
They did. No, Lisa, I believe, asked Natalie, how could I be more fun? And then Natalie actually gave her advice, which you're supposed to, I guess, not do when you're a girl. I don't know.
What is the advice on how to be more fun for Lisa?
I was just...
Oh,
I
who
really,
knows?
I was like backing away. I was like, this is a girl moment. Get out.
I feel sad about you.
Me?
Yeah. I mean, we make notes and stuff, and what I kind of generally know what I'm going to talk to you about. And,
Sure.
And here, wait. Stop chewing gum. Here's a tissue. Spit out your
What?
gum.
This is my new me for.
Oh, you're not smoking?
20. No, yeah, I am.
You're smoking.
2013 is our year, guys. Ready?
Do you? I think the most disturbing thing that
Excuse me, Howard. I have to make a moonwalk. What happened here?
What do you mean?
Look at this cable here. What is it?
Well, you're tethered.
I'm sorry. Yeah, it's
Our headphones tether you.
Okay. I'm sorry. Go ahead, sir.
But you're completely broke. Like, you have no money. And, I was thinking about you.
Yes.
When you did that show Insomniacs,
Yes.
you were making some bread. You've done Comedy Central specials. You've got the porn show. I would think at some point you might have even been pulling down maybe $30,000 a night when you were doing some stand-up and stuff. When comedy was really going strong. I'm thinking you made some pretty decent money in the business. Where the fuck did it all go? Honestly,
I'm not. Will asked me. He goes, how did the show go? I'm broke, and I told you last time, season 1 of Dave's Old Porn, that I was using my own money and that I'm in the hole, and now I'm like 100, maybe 200 grand more in the hole. But yeah, I'm kind of broke, but I feel bad saying that when people are like real, living, honey boo boo broke.
But
you know
I
what
mean,
I'm
you can't. But you, in other words, see, this is the way I look at it.
Go ahead.
You're a single guy.
Right.
You don't have children.
Not yet. No.
Right. Not yet.
waiting.
It's not happening.
I'm waiting on it. Good.
Do you want kids? You don't want kids.
Yeah, I do.
Oh, you do?
Yeah. I want to pull a Letterman. Last minute, bang. Bang.
How old are you now?
I'm going to be 48 in 2 weeks.
And you still think you're going to have kids, and you're going to get into a relationship with a woman where you have kids?
What happened to this whole feel-good Natalie moment here? Now I knew I was going to get. I knew I was going to get the brunt.
You're going to get a lecture today because I was thinking about you, just from a basic kind of thing. Like,
Sure.
like when I talk to Gary has 2 kids.
Yes.
And
Gary's a good dad too.
Gary's a great dad.
Yeah.
And like he's been putting away money so he'd have enough money for college for the kids.
Sure.
If you had just put away a couple of bucks a year, I mean, you'd probably have a nest egg now of $1 million or something that you could turn to and go, wow, I've got something to show for all the shit I've been through.
Well,
now you're 47. You're back on the road.
Well, I was always on the road, but yeah, I'm back on now more than I was before. Yeah, true.
Because you need the money.
I need the money, and I also want to continue forward with this porn show. I'm waiting to hear from the network. So far they liked it a lot, but I'm waiting to hear if they'll pick it up for a season 3. But I would need the money to start, and I also need money for mortgages, and I take care of my mom and all that kind of stuff. So too, yeah, you're right. Like. I was thinking about that coming in here. It's like business-wise, I suck. Comedy, I'm okay, and
No,
I
you're
really should have been smarter with my cash. I should have been like a lot of people in show business always go, never use your own coin to do it, and I'm like, well, when you don't use your own coin to do it, then you end up doing some kind of corny, hacky thing, and I'd rather just do something I want to do and do it.
The porn show is on what channel?
Showtime.
Showtime, right?
Yeah.
It would have to be because it's racy.
Yeah,
and
a little blue, as they say.
It's a little blue.
Yeah.
Showtime, you had to put up the money for the show. I mean, if Showtime believes in it, can't they put up the money for it? Isn't that their job?
Well, they give me money, but usually, like in order to start to make a date, we use my money to get going. And you're
$400,000 in the hole on the show. You put up
300.
300.
I'd say from season 1 to season 2, 300,000 plus merch, unsold merch. 872.
Yeah, because I went to your website and I see you got all these fucking Dave's porn show.
I figured it'd just be like, hey, nobody cares.
No one's walking around with a T-shirt.
Yeah, I know.
Dave's old porn show. I mean, are they?
Can I tell you why?
Did you sell any T-shirts?
No. Can I tell you? I give them away. Like everywhere I go, like every show I do, I'm like, hey, what's up? Who's in the military? Bang, throw him a shirt, But I was just going to say, it's amazing how some comics are great at merch. I don't know if you guys want to talk about this, but this is like a big comedy thing that every comic talks about at some point, which is the selling of the merchandise.
Right.
And there's the people who sell tons of merch, okay?
At their shows.
Jeff Dunham. Right? This man is selling puppets for $40, $50 a piece. People cannot get enough of these puppets. They love them.
Why
Larry the Cable Guy, another guy. He sells everything from lunch boxes to,
And don't you think that's sort of gauche? Like, doesn't that disturb you as a comic? I mean, really, like, wouldn't you like, I was just talking about that this morning.
Yes.
I always tried not to sell, like, chairs like Rush Limbaugh does.
Yes, exactly. Well, I thought this would just be for the fans of the show, because, the thing about Showtime is that, this is an after-hour show, so they don't promote it like a Homeland or a Dexter. So,
and by the way, Showtime now is the channel to be on because of Dexter and Homeland. They've become the new HBO.
They're rocking out.
Right, absolutely.
I think, this is going to be their year, man. I've been,
you bet.
I'm excited for them, and I hope to be a part of it.
And
but
I bet they could afford to pay the $300,000 that you're in the fucking hole on the show.
It's my fault because, like, I edit because we got tons of great guests, and they say a lot of great funny stuff. It's not scripted. And then there's all that great retro porn, and it's really hard to make the decisions.
So why do you have to put up your own money? I still don't understand.
Because I'm a horrible producer. See, if I was if I was like a Judd Apatow or something like that, I would know how to do this better.
You go over budget.
Yeah, I go over budget, okay? But the budget is really low, like really, really low. Like,
what is your budget?
Under $100,000 for a show, and that's a lot.
Under $100,000 for a show.
And if you know TV, you know that
that's like nothing.
That's nothing. That's like you wouldn't Modern Family. That would be like you'd get the kid maybe.
Right.
That would be it. You wouldn't get anybody, any of the cast.
I know when I did a Channel 9 TV show years ago.
Yeah,
my budget was $50,000 a show.
Right.
And it was difficult.
It's hard.
And I went to them. I said, I don't think I can keep doing this. And, that was everyone's salary and everything included.
Yeah, this is everything. And, it's really, you got to get the porn. You got to get the people out there. Luckily, I'm really really, really impressed with like the comics I brought on, and of course the retro and the news stars and all that stuff. So that part is going great. It's the after part, the editing, which is so difficult, and it takes so long, like
you
10
do that
months.
Yourself?
Yeah, I do. I don't know how to edit, but I'm the guy making the decisions.
Right.
And the point of it is that if I'm editing, I can't be on the road. So like now I'm like double not making money.
So let me understand something.
Yeah,
Where
go
did
ahead.
all the money go? Like my point about Gary was he's putting away. If you would just put away some money, you would have had money. So you.
I have some money, Like I have investments.
If you had a stroke tomorrow, would you have enough money to live?
Oh, yeah. No, there won't be like a benefit or anything like that. I don't think I could rate that anyhow.
Because, there's so many
If I had a
comedian
stroke
benefits. It's like you should be one of the more successful guys.
All right. Well, let's just say that I have enough money to get me to the airport. No, I got plenty.
Are you angry and bitter about your career? Because you are.
No, not at all.
You're very humble about how funny you are.
No,
I'm
not that funny, dude.
No,
honestly.
you are very funny. I've
Howard,
seen you.
you've been very good to me over the years, and I'm not that great. So
Is that what it is? You're not that great?
I just I like to do the comedy I like to do, and hopefully there's an audience for it. And I would say that as time goes forward and people become more politically correct, it becomes more difficult to connect to those people. And you also get to the point where you're in your 40s and you're like whatever, I'm doing this because I like to do it. And
How old were you when you started going out on the road?
I would say I was really not a great road comic until I was in my 30s, but I started doing comedy when I was like 22, so 21.
So 22, it's a different experience when you're 22 and going on the road,
right,
as opposed to when you're 47 and going on the road.
Yeah, but look at Don Rickles, look at Joan Rivers, look at them.
But it was probably
look at them really.
I can't. But it must have been really funny when you were 22. You're on the road. You're getting laid.
Fine, yeah.
When's the last time you got laid?
What happened? We went from the money to the late. I've been watching porn for 10 months. I'm numb, just physically and
Do you
emotionally
have a girlfriend
numb.
right now?
I have no girlfriend right now. I'm going on the road.
Can you remember the last time you got laid?
Yes, I can.
How long ago was it?
It was probably, let's see, when did that song come out? It's not so much the last time I got laid. It's more about I'm doing the porn show. I'm meeting these girls that I grew up masturbating to. It's kind of a dream come true.
Are you banging them?
No.
So, wait a second.
No, but it's great.
I'm just trying to get a sense of your life. Are you lonely?
You know what? Up until 2 or 3 years ago, I never was lonely ever.
Right.
I'm like a loner, and now I'm on the road and I'm like, this is kind of monotonous, because you just do the gig, you do the radio, you do the hotel, and then you sell a lot of porn T-shirts. No.
Yeah. Are you growing up in a sense?
Yes, I'm very grown up. I think.
Yeah.
I think I really am.
Maybe you grew up.
I think I grew up, and
how many packs of cigarettes are you smoking?
Oh
a day?
wow, jeez.
How many packs a day?
Okay, I was up to
honest.
3 packs a day. All right, I was up to 3 packs a day, and now I think I'm in the area of 1.5 to 2.
Do you think you're smoking so much because you're depressed?
Yes.
You are.
I think everybody does anything because they're depressed. Eating, drinking, smoking, it's all depression.
Are you drinking still, or did you stop?
No. That's the whole point. I chain smoke, drink a lot of coffee, and then I watch a ton of porn. And I got a ton of, actually, it's like
you
a ton.
You stopped drinking?
Yeah. Years ago,
because when you were doing your first television show.
Right, the Insomniac show was all about drinking. Yeah.
To the point that all your fans wanted to drink with you.
Yeah, to this day, there's always a lot of Insomniac people, which is cool, but it's also I love that they love that show, even though that's Comedy Central's deal. I don't know, people when does that? I'm I don't know even where the show is. But for the new show, that's kind of I have more control over it. But back then, the people, it was a lot of drinking, and it was also a lot of on the street stuff. So all I can tell you, Howard, is that I'm definitely too old for that kind of deal.
Yeah. So you stopped drinking because you had a problem. Do you smoke weed?
No, I was never a pot guy. I would do some drugs, but I would tell you that booze was my drug. I love Jameson whiskey. That was so good. You're not a drinker guy, right? Vodka?
I was for a little bit.
Not much. Wine?
No, vodka, wine, that kind of stuff.
Yeah, but those are normal. That's normal stuff. Yeah, but the power drinking, I when I hang with Artie, because Artie and I do the antisocial.
You do a lot of shows together.
Yeah, we do a lot of shows, and it's funny now because Artie, me, and Jim Norton. It's Jim's show, the Antisocial Tour. We're 3 old It really
None
is.
of you drink?
None of us drink. None of us do. And it's like,
Wow.
you know, like we're like, hey, you know, I play these casino gigs, which is really a lot of triggers for everybody. You
Right.
know,
Yeah.
Artie will say like, wow, there's a lot of triggers in here, and I'll be like, hey, after the show, let's get a piece of pie. You know, like that's like the big thing.
You
And
all play tennis together.
we brought Amy out with us. Who you know, Amy
Schumer, yeah.
Great. She was on my porn show. She is just so cool, and I felt so bad for her because I'm like, here's this really cool. She's from my hometown, so I like
Right.
know her forever. My mom taught her and everything. So anyway,
What do you mean taught her? Taught her
like
what?
Hebrew school, like you
Wow,
know, like that
really?
kind of thing. Yeah. So it's like
Your mom's
family.
that Jewish?
Yeah, I think that's what we should talk about. I think I'm becoming more Jewish.
Are you? You getting religion?
Yes.
And you believe in God now?
I believe in God. I know He hates me, and I think it's great. I'm Job. He's testing me.
You agree with him?
Yeah, no, I believe that. I definitely believe that God hates me. I don't know about the rest of you people.
Your mother, you grew up in a religious household?
No.
To the point that your mother is a Hebrew school teacher?
No, she is just into the temple. You know, like she's like a temple chick. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? But yeah, like we were Jewish, like, but we'd eat bacon. So,
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But I think that's where I'm going to end up being like a really like Hasidic Jew type guy.
Are you?
Yeah, or I don't know. But back
Are
to
you
the
losing
money.
your mind?
You think I am?
Maybe you are.
Wow, what?
Are you in therapy?
I thought I was doing really. I thought I like have.
I'm
like,
worried about you. I'm honestly worried about you.
Let's just go one at a time. Money wise, all right.
Right.
I need some money. All
Right,
right.
right.
I've made some calls. Things are happening. I'm actually deeply in debt to the Amish Mafia.
No, come on. Are you? You're in financial
I
trouble.
wanted to talk about the Amish Mafia for a minute.
Do
Okay.
you think? Are you working into? You have Amish mafia material?
No, I don't. I was
Oh.
just watching it last night. It is great.
Do you?
I give it 3 buggies. Go ahead.
Are you bitter in the sense that maybe you should have been doing more in your career, like something
No,
bigger?
actually,
should have
I
happened?
really am not. Like, I never wanted to be an actor. I really just like doing stand-up. And
Right.
for those, my friends who are in comics, Fitzsimmons and Stanhope and all those kind of guys, it's like, you know, they kind of know me and they know that, like, I really just like doing comedy and, like, it's all about, like, new material and all that kind of stuff.
So you're happy in your career.
Yeah, I love doing comedy.
And can you make decent money in a night at a comedy club?
I do
now?
all right. I mean, I'm not like, you know, like, you got to name some names, like a Kevin Hart or a Louis C.K. No, I don't make that kind of
Right,
money.
Louis
no.
C.K. is making big bucks.
He is doing great.
What does
Yeah.
he make a night in a club?
You know what? I wouldn't know exactly what he makes, but he's very good to his fans, so he keeps the prices low.
Right.
But he's got like a lot of things going. Like Louis is the most successful guy. Like, you know, talk about Cinderella stories. It's like, it really is amazing how, like, from all those years of being a writer and like kind of an unknown. And a lot
He
of
worked
projects.
hard.
Yeah, he worked very hard, and he really wanted it. And that's another thing. Kevin Hart is another guy who, like, he's out there touring. He's mega. I'm sure he's making the most. So
Right.
these guys, private jet. You know, I'm
Oh, yeah?
basically not doing that.
You're not doing that.
Yeah, I couldn't afford to do that.
What level are you at?
I'm doing coach to business.
Right.
And I went back to coach during the porn show.
Did you really?
Yeah.
Did you go back? You're on
And
coach
you know what?
now.
I've never been. I love being back in coach, and let me tell you why. I never liked business class, and I never liked first class.
Why?
Because there's like a level of douchebaggery up there. There's a level of like weird people
Right.
and with their weird devices and their slippers and their otherness and their foods and how excited they are for their special foods.
Right.
When you just walk through an airport which is just full of fucking food.
They disgust you.
Yeah, they really do disgust me, and they're weird.
Maybe you're not comfortable with success. Maybe you have
Yes.
to be broke because you just are embarrassed by people who behave weirdly, who have money and stuff. Like maybe you just have to be with losers.
Well, I don't think that they're losers.
Well, wait a second.
Okay.
I used to say this to Jackie.
Okay. Wait.
He would be whenever he'd get some success, I felt he was uncomfortable with it, and and I'd say to him, "You want to be like a loser." I don't mean that people are losers who are sitting in coach or something. I'm talking about like he wanted to literally be a guy. I felt he had a death wish in a way, you know,
Really?
not a literal death wish, but like career suicide, kind of loserish thing.
I don't know. I mean, Jackie was like a legend, especially in the Long Island, like Jersey, New York area, you know?
Yeah, but maybe you're not comfortable with success.
I just want to be a better comic. That's really, like, if you're going to say, like, what's your career goal? I just want to be a better comic. Right now, I'd say I'm okay.
That's
not even that
ridiculous.
good.
You're
No,
okay?
Howard, because I've really been working on this porn show. Like, I mean, like, it's day and night, day and night, day and night.
Why are you working so hard on the porn show? Maybe you.
Well, someone's got to.
But you're not making any money with it.
I know.
I mean, all right. So the porn show, is I've watched it. You sit
Yeah, well, what
there.
do you think about it? I respect your
I think
opinion.
it's a lot of fun.
Yes.
Yeah, and I think it's terrific.
Okay.
But if it's costing you money to make the show,
Right.
I would make the business decision. Get the fuck out of it.
That's your take on it. I'm an investor. I believe in infrastructure. I'm investing in the future.
Well, I can see what you're saying. In other words, by your presence on Showtime, it jacks your price up at your shows, and so there is a value. It doesn't? No. It doesn't have that effect.
See, you're always looking for the output.
Well, I'm trying to think of what the benefit of doing it.
I don't know what to tell you. I mean, like,
to be on TV to lose money is ridiculous.
Well, here's I'll definitely, if you want to know, like, the psychological thing behind the Showtime thing, it's this. I did the Gong Show for Comedy Central, and that was one of the worst experiences for me. Not because it was Comedy Central, not because it was the Gong Show, because, like, I had some ideas about, like, hey, I wanted it to be a certain way. We never did any of those things, and it turned out to be, like, a disrespect to both the Gong Show and, like, the acts, and, like, I wanted it to be more of a cooler kind of Insomniac thing. And I said to myself, I will never do a show like that where I don't have more input. And that's why the porn show is better for me, because I get a lot of input. And that's, and I, you know what?
Sense to
I
me.
would pay for that. And you know, since
But
you built a career on
but 2 more seasons and you'll be homeless. That's what I'm
Pretty
afraid.
much.
You're going to lose where you live.
pretty much. I think
You got
yes.
a house or you live in an apartment?
I live in an apartment, but I'll
Do
tell
you
you right
own the
now.
apartment? Or do you rent?
I'm deeply in debt on the apartment, but yes, I own an apartment.
What do you mean you're deeply in debt?
Well, I have a mortgage, you know. And
a big mortgage?
Yes. I have a
So when you say you own your apartment, it's a joke. The bank owns it.
Yes.
Right.
This is not going my way.
No.
Yes. All right, so I have no money, okay?
No, okay. See, the only reason I bring it up is because here you are 47.
Yeah, 48 in 2 weeks.
Okay, and I feel you're what's your birthday?
January 18th.
All right. Hey, happy birthday.
Cary Grant's birthday.
You know what? You guys are similar.
I thought we have the same. Don't you have like a January
I'm
birthday?
January 12th.
Okay, there we go.
Yeah,
so you're
right.
Capricorn too.
Yes.
We're supposedly the most successful even of
Well,
the...
you are a success. No, you are a success. That's what I'm telling you.
You're Tony Robbinsing me.
No,
right
you're
now.
well known. And and you're a much better comic than you're giving yourself credit for.
I'm not that great, Howard. I could be better. I could definitely be better, and I got to really work on it, because I know you've had great comics in here.
Right.
Like, you know, I'll just name like a few that I've always
Okay.
enjoyed. Schimmel, I always loved him. He's another.
Bob Schimmel. You know, I'm so glad you bring him up.
Really? Okay, go
I'll
ahead.
tell you what. Well, I had a lot of off-air dealings with Bob.
Yes.
You know, I even was producing a show for him for the WB at one point. And, you know, I keep a newspaper picture of him announcing that he had died in a box that I have.
Oh.
So whenever I open the box, I'm reminded of Bob. I think it's a nice thing, because I kind of like the guy a lot. He was a great comic, right?
He was a great comic. He was definitely one of those guys who never really got his shot just because of life, just like the health issues, just like the fucking sadness of his crazy life. But he never stopped. He always moved forward, and I think it's really admirable. And like when I talked to him, you know, this is like a couple months before he died, he was giving me advice about, like, you know, move forward, dude, you know, power through, do what you got to do. And he
did
never
have a great
stopped.
attitude.
Great attitude, and his just, you know, his life should be a movie, because it really is that. He not only is he due, but people should know how great he was, I think. And
very comfortable on stage, right? Like
super comfortable, yeah.
And you know what?
Great dark blue, just amazingly well written material. And
but now that you mention it,
yeah,
you know, you kind of remind me of the Bob Schimmel.
Well, we have the same head going.
No,
there.
I don't mean the head. I mean your sort of your demeanor, even on my show, and your ability to open up, and I feel you're that relaxed on stage too.
Oh no, I love doing stand up. I mean, that's like the one place where, you know, I love, like, you know, basically doing it. I like pushing it, but in the times we live now, like especially with, you know, just like the economy and just like, you know, horrific events in the news and all that kind of stuff, you got to watch. You know, you don't want to piss off the crowd, but you also want the crowd to be able to see, like, you know, there's this is a wild show. And I think this is
the second time you've mentioned that in other words, it's getting harder to be the type of comic you are,
yes,
because it's more politically correct now, and you've got to, you know, you want to be a little bit uplifting in bad times. And so it's harder to be harsh in a way, right?
Well, like the comics that I look up to, like the Doug Stanhopes and, like we said, Schimmel, Kinnison, those
Right.
guys, they were known to push the envelope.
Yes.
And like I just did a week at Caroline's, and I have to tell you, I haven't been there in a couple of years, and the crowds were great. Like they were with me pretty much every turn. We were, you know, like
You were
mixing
vibing.
it up. Yeah, and I really was like, wow, it's so cool to be back, to be in New York City playing, you know, Caroline's, which was like one of the, like when you played Caroline's back in the day, you were like, wow, this is cool, man. I'm there, you know. That was
Right.
like a big deal. And you know, the crowds were great, and I'm hoping for the same. I'm doing Punchline in Atlanta.
Man, I better give you some plugs. You're making me feel bad. It's like a
no,
telethon. Here we
no.
go. Let me
Let's
hold
talk
on.
more
Let me-
about my
no.
financial.
Oh, we're going to get back to that. Don't miss Dave on the Antisocial Comedy Tour at the Borgata Hotel Casino in Atlantic City, and that's Jim Norton's deal with Artie and
with
you.
Artie, and I believe Amy's on that show too.
Amy Schumer.
Yes.
Any romance there with you guys?
No, but you know what? Amy's show is coming out, and I believe she wants me to play her uncle. So
Oh,
anything
good.
could happen.
Oh, that'd
Yeah.
be great.
Yeah, I think so.
No, but why are you laughing when I say
No,
that?
I'm like, when
I feel like
see-
you'll get paid for that instead of you pay. Maybe you'll pay Amy to be on the show.
Yeah,
Why don't you just pay everybody?
that's hilarious.
Right.
You know, it's so funny that you know, I'm really bad with money, and I have to tell you, like, you know, like I always see these people playing lottery all the time, and it's like, you know, like, what are you guys going to do with this money? You know, it's like I kind of know what I would do with the money, but then I was like,
What would you do if you had money?
well, if I had the money, I would give a lot of it away.
Right.
I really
Well,
do think so.
I
'cause-
think you should be philanthropic.
yeah, yeah, exactly. Well, the
Right.
money I give a ton of money away, and I also, you know,
Who do you give money to?
I give. Like, here's my charities. Okay, Doctors Without Borders. I love these guys. You know these guys?
Yes.
they're great. Of course, Wounded Warriors, USO, because I do a lot
And
of
you,
stuff.
when
with
you
them.
say Doctors Without Borders, these are the guys who will actually take their time, real doctors, and
Yes.
go and help people who
Yeah.
can't get medical treatment.
Yeah.
Right.
And this year, ASPCA, I gave them money. And I'll tell you why I gave them money. Because I want to have a dog, but I'm on the road a lot, and
Right.
I can't have one. And I know that you and your lady are, like, really into pets.
Very
so-
much.
Do you have a dog?
You know who's great? As a matter of fact, I want to give it. Our dog died, but we're going to get another one.
Wow, man, am I
Yeah,
the
our-
worst timing. I
Well, no, it's
apologize,
okay.
dude.
That was in the summer. I can deal with it. But we have 4 cats, 4 rescue cats. We love them.
What is with the cats?
I
already?
love cats.
Did you know now you can only have 4 cats? Like there's a law somewhere.
In one of the states in the country they passed, and that's a disturbing law. I know they're trying to protect these people who hoard animals.
Yes.
But if you have the room and are able to care for them, why not? They're
What's the
such
difference
sweet
between
animals.
4 and 5? I don't get it.
I don't either. I don't know what
4's
that's all
okay,
about.
5's a problem.
So you give most of your money to Showtime and then charity. So that's nice. That's good. I like
Yes.
that. Wait, there was something I was going to tell. Oh, you know who's great?
No.
I want to mention my hero of the month, Sam Simon. You know Sam?
Yes.
Sam.
Great with money.
Well, yes. You know, Sam retired when he was 32 because
Yes.
he wrote The Simpsons, which is great. But I was talking with him, and he's telling me he bought a circus because he saw that there was animal abuse or the animals weren't being treated well or
Wow.
whatever he thought they were doing, and he liberated the elephants and everything. And like he bought them because he wanted, and he had got them put in preserves or some
That's
place
really
where-
nice,
yeah,
yeah.
I mean, a good guy, you know.
He's a really good guy, but he's a weird guy. Let's face it. I mean, he's like a real. Do you know him? Like, do you know him?
Well, I mean, I know.
He's
Sam
like
for
a
years.
really cool card player. You know, it's like a
Yes.
Vegas. Like
He loves it.
He's like a whale. Like they fly him in
Yeah.
first class, I assume. They fly him in, and like it's like him and like a guy from Hong Kong.
Yeah,
probably.
he knows how to play poker.
Psy. He probably has gambled with Psy.
For Gangnam Style.
Yeah,
he did,
Gangnam Style, Hong Kong, whatever.
Let me mention this. Check out Dave's website at davesoldporn.com and follow him on Twitter at oldporn.
At old porn.
Yeah.
You like that one, huh?
Yeah, at oldporn.
I love it.
You know, I don't know what I'm trying to say to you. I'm trying to say that I'm worried about you only in that, like, I read something where you said, and maybe you said it to one of our guys. You went, yeah, I smoke a lot, but you know what? Who cares? I'm broke and I'm 47 years old and I'm on
Yeah.
the road. I mean, that was a quote from you.
Yeah.
You're depressed, and no woman in your life.
No. But let's talk about that smoking for a second. Do you remember when you used to smoke, right?
Yes.
Yeah, like I'll tell you, like of all the things to give up, cigarettes is probably the hardest,
And
yet,
it's the most insane.
and people hate that one the most. Like the e-cigarette is the new way to go.
Yeah.
Has anybody? Yeah.
Just stop today.
I
think
can't.
think about the absurdity of the smoke. Like, it doesn't even get you high.
I'm not doing it until we have a balanced budget, both in the Congress and in my own.
What it's doing to your lungs and like, oh my God.
Do you really care? Come on, Howard.
Yeah, I do.
You're you're too you're weirdly healthy,
I mean,
weird.
to drag that smoke into your lungs for no reason. What do you think? You look cool?
Yeah.
I mean, actually, you do. On stage, I love when you smoke.
No, you're not allowed to smoke on stage. There's only a few comics that actually smoke on stage anymore. But everybody, like all my comic friends or all the guys that I started with, are like either married and like are starting to look old, or like have gone through this renaissance, like kind of carrot top rebuild.
Yeah,
like they're working out.
Yeah, because they
P90X.
want to have a good old age. They want to feel good.
Who cares?
You don't say you don't care. When you get sick, you're going to care, and you're going to be like, I have regrets, and I'd like more life.
Well, I'm sure you're right about that, but let's bang out a couple of great comedy hours before then. That's the thing that I really want to do. Is like, I don't know if I still have any great comedy fans or anything, or fans of comedy. Occasionally people come up to me at the show and go like, man, I really love this joke, or, dude, you're great. Like, I listened to your tape and all that kind of stuff. But if they're, that would be the thing to do, is like an hour. Like Louis does great hours, Doug Stanhope does great hours, and like, as a comic, that's kind of like your thing. You're supposed to do hours. So, but I don't know, man. What do you think?
Let me understand something.
Go.
Get back to the merchandise you're trying to sell. So you went out and you made a whole bunch of T-shirts.
Yeah.
Dave's Old Porn Show T-shirts and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And no one is buying them.
Should I sell them in Atlanta? It's your call. You tell me what to do, because I will be there signing them.
Well, if no one's buying them, I mean, what's the point? So how many did you print up? In other words, why not wait for some sort
small
of demand?
order? 45,000.
40. No, come on. What did you print up?
The entire subscription of Showtime.
What did you print up? How much merchandise do you have sitting around, like available inventory? I'm trying to help here. I'm trying to understand your fucking
I'm trying to think of a number that won't we look more pathetic.
Give me the real number.
Okay, probably 2,000 shirts, hats, booty shorts.
Right. Because I went on your website last night. I'm looking at all of the merchandise. I'm going, who's buying this?
I give it to the people who come on the show, and I give it to the guys who help me make the show, and they are really cool with it.
But you're losing money all over the place.
I don't care.
I want to see you be happy. And so, are you dating anyone? Is there any woman that you're interested in?
We had so many great girls on the show that I was
porn stars.
Okay, Joanna Angel, who came to my show at Caroline's with her boyfriend and her two sisters. She's a Jew. I'm a Jew.
Right.
I was like, this is it.
Is that important to you, to be with a Jewish woman?
I love Jewish women. I think they're great.
Yeah, but do you have to be with a Jewish woman?
I don't know. I just didn't you hear me earlier? The first hour of the interview, I'm becoming more Jewish.
Yeah.
So
does that
now's
mean
not the time to
So you have to be with a Jewish woman?
No, I don't have to be. Well, you're making it sound like it's a bad thing.
Not that it's a bad thing, but who cares?
In Israel, it happens a lot.
Yeah, but it's ridiculous to think that way. Like, just be with a woman because
Jews
she's
are
great.
hot.
Well, I'm not saying there's anything wrong with being with a Jewish woman. I've been with many Jewish women, and I love Jewish women, and I find them to be, here's stereotyping, but I find them to be bright and intellectual and wonderful and beautiful.
Yeah.
But I also find many Christian women that way. It's like saying
Gentile, I believe.
Gentile, yeah, whatever.
Exactly.
I'm dating two girls from Al Jazeera before
I didn't know you had a show on current TV.
Yeah.
No, I would say that.
What do you think of Al Gore selling his TV network?
Yeah, talk about left turns. Wasn't he almost going to be president? And now he's like working on the other team?
Well, CNN announced they want to sell their whole thing to North Korea. They're going to do
I love that.
of this. Yeah, they don't care. They
Kim
just want the money.
Jong-un 3 network. That would be great because that's on a pay-per-cry thing over there. Wait, I thought we were riffing on some bits here.
No, fuck
See,
that.
I told you I'm a bad comic.
Let's get back to you.
All right. So Jewish chicks, that would be great. But no, I'm open for anything. But honestly,
so when did you say you last got laid?
About a year ago.
A year?
And then it's been straight up porn. Like nothing but porn.
Well,
and, here's the thing about watching porn, okay? You watch porn.
Hold it. Stop it. You haven't gotten laid for a year?
Yeah. So what's the big deal?
Is that not a big deal to you?
It's not that big a deal to me.
Don't you crave intimacy?
No. Like I said, I really, in this porn world.
Wow.
And I don't even like the porn.
What do you mean? You're beating off to porn? You consider that your world?
Wow. Way to make me hey, let's have a little, huh?
No,
right.
I don't mean that. I mean,
yes, I'm beating off to it.
How many times a day are you beating off?
I have to test out the material.
How many times a day are you beating off?
I was up to 3 a day, and then because now I'm
Are you serious?
Now, because my prostate. sort of kick out.
What do you go, two
It's
times
like
a day?
1.5, and then I usually just have to take a leak. One's like a false start.
Do you know I was on YouPorn?
flame out.
I was on YouPorn last night. True story.
No, you weren't.
Bullshit. Swear to God.
I bet you haven't watched porn in a year.
Bullshit.
I think you're a liar.
I can tell you every porn I watched on
Get
there last
outta
night.
here.
I watched 2 teenage hitchhikers.
Yeah.
But they call them teenagers. Meanwhile, they look like they're 40. They're on the side of the road fucking a guy in public.
Wow.
I was watching that.
That must have been Euro.
But I'm watching. For some reason, it was likely a lot of teen stuff, but they're not teens. You know what I mean? But and babysitter porn and stuff. But
Is that your kink?
Yeah,
you think?
babysitter porn. I love that scenario.
Okay.
I don't know why. I would never want to even fuck a babysitter in real life, but for some reason I like it in porn.
Yeah. Well, here's the thing. That's the beauty of porn is that there's so many different genres.
What's your genre? What do you like?
I like the retro hairy porn now.
No,
I used to love the real
You
the
like to see hair on a bush?
I like the hairy retro porn with a lot of story, dramatic, boring shit, and then there's just like filthy, dirty porn. I love it.
Is that really true?
Yeah, and I bring the young ones out. Like, talk about girls that you want to be like hook up with. Adrienne Curry, who thanks to you guys.
Yes, I saw her on your show.
Yeah, she's amazing and super hot, and let's face it, super tall. Like,
Yes.
how tall is she, Howard?
Why not ask her out?
Ask her. I'm like a Bilbo Baggins compared
How
to this
tall are you?
beautiful. I'm 5'6", maybe.
You think
She's
that's why you smoke?
6'5".
Do you think you smoke to look cool, make you look taller? Did you start smoking because you were short?
If I really wanted to look cool and I was that short, I would just get on a Segway. I think that would be the way to go. That's the new way.
Do you think you could fuck Adrienne Curry?
No way. She is like whatever. Like, her boyfriend probably is like a Navy SEAL, like, cool dude.
Yeah,
like,
but she was married to a Brady guy. I mean, he wasn't.
Well,
that...
she's moving her way up. So
Yeah.
what can I tell you? But she was great on the show. She knows her porn. She loves you, and she was just perfect. And it was just funny because it was like
she's hot.
Yeah, it was like a Kelly and Michael, but she was Michael and I was Kelly. Like,
did she take her top down and stuff?
No, but I believe the whatever they are, they're great. They look great.
Yeah,
and,
she looks good.
Can I just say, like, some of the young girls too, like Jessie Jane, Caden Cross, super hot.
Did the girls ever bang you on the show? Do they ever
No,
afterwards go out with you?
No, they all have boyfriends and publicists and managers,
But
and
how
they
could
all
you
go
not
out.
care that you haven't gotten laid in a year?
I really don't
real
care.
Sign of
I
depression.
really, honestly, am a businessman.
No, but that's
I'm
a sign of
businessman.
depression.
A horrible businessman, but I'm a businessman. You think that's a sign of depression?
Oh, I was going to tell you. So I went to yeah, absolutely. I went to beat off last night.
And how do you do it? I'm
I'll
curious
tell you
about your
exactly
method.
what I do.
Are you a lube man?
No.
Are you dry rub out?
I take my iPad.
Yeah.
I go to YouPorn.
Yeah. iPad. Wow.
Yeah. You asked. Now
Someone's got some money.
Now you got to criticize?
No,
you don't have an iPad?
No, dude.
You don't have the money for an iPad?
No,
Are you
I
serious?
don't. No.
What the fuck are you doing?
My computer's like a mission control from like Neil Armstrong.
After doing
Dave Lamp.
Caroline's, how much money do you get? Do you get like?
I get a couple of grand for that, but let's
Do you get
face
30
it.
grand?
No.
Not even that much.
Well, I
Do
don't
you get
know.
20?
No, because I didn't hit the bonus. I don't know if there was a bonus. Some of these shows, they have bonuses on.
Well, hey, I know all about that. Go sue him for it. That's what I'm in the middle of.
All right, I'm sorry. So you were on your iPad, I believe.
All right, I'm on my iPad.
Okay.
You really can't afford an iPad.
I really don't want to have one. It's kind of a little fruity, if you ask me.
Fruity.
I
It's the
think so.
greatest thing ever.
You think so?
I love it. I carry it in
know,
my
it's-
purse. What's fruity about that?
So you whip it out in first class. Hey, guys, what's happening?
Oh, you with the first class? You know what? God bless you if you can afford first class. Be happy about it.
I'm not. I'm not.
God, you're so
I'm in the back.
self-conscious. All right.
Okay.
So I had the iPad out.
Yeah.
I have a countertop, so I put the iPad down. I have it a certain way positioned. I'm fully nude.
Countertop?
Yeah. Well,
You're
yeah,
in the kitchen?
No. I have it like in my
That's
my
a hard-
bathroom area.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I put it down on there.
Sure.
I grabbed 3 tissues. 2 to blow my load in. And then one, hey, that's not funny. And then 1 to cover the head of my penis so it leaks afterwards. Sure. So I like to make sure it doesn't drip into like my underpants when I put them back on.
Friendly fire.
Right.
Go ahead.
So friendly fire. So I try not to pee before I masturbate, so I can pee right after, and that stops all the mess.
Wow.
Right? You do that?
No, that's a good technique.
Yeah.
Nice.
But it's hard.
Howard, you're good.
So I'm watching porn, and I'm whacking, and I'm hard, and all of a sudden I lost interest, and I stopped. I didn't even want to do it.
Is it because you've already seen the video, or just like
no, I just
it's
was like
in your head?
it was done. It was like I was like, I don't know.
Can you?
I like just being with my wife.
Yeah, well, you're honestly well deserved. You have an amazing setup over there. But here's the things. Here's the things that I'm jealous about now. The iPod, right? iPad, countertop, I can't believe you have a countertop.
Well, you don't have a
I do it on the
bathroom?
floor on a rug. I do it Al Jazeera style.
You don't even have a countertop.
No, I've got a rolling
See, I think
coffee
you
table.
like being this guy who's broke.
I just
You love this whole
I just don't
image.
care really. I really just don't care. But I was just going to say
You're not worried about the future?
about what?
About being able to take care of yourself?
What am I,
financially
a
when
prepper?
Well, when you're too old to like do stand-up anymore?
When I'm too old, I'll whatchamacallit? I'll just just take the subway. Wait for someone to put me out of my misery.
Are you suicidal?
No, that's what I was going to say. The subway is perfect.
You can push yourself.
Old funny man broke. Whatchamacallit? No, I don't want to make fun of that. But what I was going to say is, when I do my, of course, testing of the porn, okay, which is what I call it,
So
testing.
You're testing like once or twice a day. You're jerking off.
Okay, let's say
and
like,
that's your sex life.
okay, like Tom Byron, who was on the show with Kathy Griffin,
Right.
who you know.
Yeah, you sure.
Who is one of the greatest ever comics. She's so fast, so quick, knew nothing about porn.
Right.
Great. We were lucky to have her on the show. Thank you, Kathy. I'm watching Tom Byron stuff. He's an amazing porn star. All right. But it's about him, but I'm masturbating about the girls. I think. I don't know.
What?
But but it's for his show.
Uh-huh.
But I'm looking at him and I'm like, that's a good shot of Tom. Oh, look at that. Look.
You're watching too much porn.
He's pulling. Can I say it? He's pulling anal. Yeah, I better get that.
You don't
scene
find
in.
it depressing that your whole life is porn now?
It's pretty great.
Is it?
I think it is. I mean, like,
What? Wait a second.
it could be. It's just.
And it doesn't bother you that you haven't made love to a woman in more than a year?
I've made love to my hand.
Wow.
No one ever says that anymore. I've
Do you
made
use
love
lotion?
to my. I was just going to bring that up. That like for a long time I didn't.
No.
I was Sparta. Just basically no joy. And now I'm like, you know what? I earned it. There's some lotion here at the Motel 6. I might as well enjoy it.
They have lotion out for people?
Whatever, the conditioner. It's the poor man's lotion.
Wow.
But what I was going to say is that, like, Andy was on my show. I know you have an issue with him. Andy Dick?
Well, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I mean,
But-
I used to be pretty good to Andy, and I thought he said some really shitty fucking things.
Well, Andy is like an emotional.
No, who cares?
Okay. Either way, he showed up sober, and he was
Way
the
to
only
go,
one.
Andy.
he
Way to
was-
control your desires.
He was great, and he showed up sober, and he whipped out his balls, and
That's
it's a
good.
nice sack.
Yeah.
So, and he kept asking, like, do you have any gay retro porn? And like, I'm not sure if the network's cool with that or not.
Right.
I'm sure you're cool with it. Like, have you ever
Yeah.
watched gay porn?
I saw. When I saw gay porn in college, I went to an erotic film festival, and they put up gay porn, and it was like really weird.
You're blowing my mind. You
What?
saw that at college?
Yeah, it was an erotic film festival, and I went to. Don't forget,
That's
there
impossible.
was no porn.
Yeah.
You
that was
went-
loops or
yeah,
something.
you went to the erotic film festival.
Sure.
And I was like, wow, I'm going to actually see porn. And I did, and then all of a sudden they put on gay porn was part of the festival. And you had to sit through
Wow.
it. Yeah. It was
Wow.
it was two guys in sailor outfits blowing each other.
Yeah.
Crazy.
I think I know that tape.
Yeah.
I think I have that tape.
You
That's a good
probably
one,
do.
yeah.
It was, and then at the end, the guy's all depressed because he's alone, and it was artsy actually.
But you saw that like that was like in the day room at the college or something?
No. It was in an auditorium at night. It was like it wasn't a course. It was a thing you paid for.
Right, like the Groove Tube and this.
Right, erotic
like something
film
like
festival,
Kentucky
yeah.
Fried Chicken. All right, but that would never happen in today's times. But gay porn. So Andy said, "Do you have any gay porn?" And I do have some retro gay porn, but I wasn't sure what the network was thinking about it. So we just showed like a taste of it. But hopefully, if this goes forward, we can show more of it. Are you with that? Are you cool with that?
I'm cool with it. I mean, it's not my thing, but
Yeah,
I
like-
don't know that I want to watch it, but I respect somebody's right to watch it.
It's kind of like buying a car. I'm not making a joke. This isn't like one of my jokes. It's like, how much can you look at it and look at it and look at it before you got to, like, buy that car? That's what I'm thinking.
Well, listen, I could look at it, and I don't get all uptight, and I'm not sitting there going, oh, shit, I can't believe I'm looking at gay porn. I'll watch it. I think at the Erotic Film Festival, I watched it, but it was like it didn't do anything.
What if we watched it together?
What?
That's
I don't
different.
want to do that.
It's different. Yeah, it's weird.
You got any gay porn T-shirts I could buy? That sounds like a good item.
Yes, I do. String tops.
When you
purple.
watch porn, do you look at a guy's load to see if it's a big, thick
Yes.
load? You do?
Yeah.
What's going on with you?
Well, Peter North, who's known as the load master,
Right.
basically. I mean, just
Dropping
massive bang, 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 bang. And, it's amazing the shapes. I don't know if there's like some kind of, like, have a wind machine in there, but he actually can Jackson Pollock a girl's
I don't
face.
think it's real. I think they throw glue in there and stuff, right?
You don't think it's real?
No.
I'll ask my friends in the business if it's
Guarantee
real or
it's
not.
not.
You think so? You think it's like cut and then they just throw
Right,
yogurt?
they throw shit on her. Listen, Dave Attell is the man. You know that. And Dave's. Let me plug some of these gigs and let's get some people.
I'm just excited to be in here. This is our year. Do you think?
I'm just trying.
Your
to think.
year.
I'm really concerned about you with a woman and not caring that you haven't been with a woman in a year. That's just very odd.
I'm
to
with
me.
God now.
No, I
God
mean,
and
you're
porn.
making jokes and stuff, but I'm being serious.
Hey, who knows? Maybe Atlanta will be the place. A hot Southern
would
Jew.
bother me
Hey,
so
let's real control.
That would blow my mind. Check out Dave's website at davesoldporn.com. I was on there last night. It's fun. Very good website, by the way. And
Really?
Yeah, and
Oh,
follow
thank you.
him on Twitter at oldporn, okay? And that's that.
Thank you for having me in, Howard.
What are you leaving?
Are we still doing it?
I don't know. I don't know. It feels weird.
I wanted you to congratulate me on how I've kept my weight down.
Yeah, you look good.
You think?
Yeah. Yeah, you look good.
Thanks.
Why are you rubbing your breast?
All that porn talk, it's got to come out.
Are you working out? No.
I started a
Yeah?
little bit, yeah. Because
What did you do?
it's funny. Well, I can't do what you do, like some kind of amazing workout every day.
I haven't
right?
been doing anything because I've been sick. 3 weeks.
I'm going to do the poor man workout. Just bags of cat food up some stairs in the old.
Jimmy Kimmel.
I'm coming, precious. Hold it.
Jimmy Kimmel started doing.
Yeah, he looks good.
He looks good. He lost weight, but he works out for 3 minutes a day.
He looks 11:30 come January something
Yeah,
good.
yeah. Well,
You got to go on that show.
I was just on.
Oh, really?
I did. Yeah, he was here in Brooklyn. I did.
But not the new one, the new time slot.
Well, I'm not looking to do anybody's show, but I love Jimmy. But he swears to me he's doing a 3-minute workout.
Really?
Bigfoot Jr., you awake over there or what? What's going on?
What does he do? Does he
Do you know
like,
Bigfoot Jr.? Did you meet him?
I'm sorry.
Wait a second. Let me put a microphone
Oh,
on.
hey, buddy. What's up?
Well, hey, man.
How are you, man?
Say something, Bigfoot. I don't even know if you're awake.
No, I'm just captivated by Dave's story about his depression and his poverty and his porn obsession. It is.
How are you, Bigfoot?
Yeah.
I don't know what kind of porn you like. Do you like porn?
Yeah.
Yeah. So what kind of porn
Any
do you
porn,
watch?
animal porn.
What?
Yeah, whatever.
Then you'll enjoy this new show since we still have some time here. Weird Animal Friendships. Have you seen this?
No,
Bigfoot?
tell me all about it. It is. I'm getting my cock out right now.
Okay, here we go. Animals that should not be friends are friends, like an owl and a monkey. They shouldn't be friends, all right?
Right.
They are both at the different
I
ends.
love that.
You like that, right? Owl, monkey.
You know what I have? I have a picture in my apartment
Yeah.
of a hippo and a turtle.
I love that.
They became friends after the tsunami.
And you know why they're friends, right?
Yeah, because he lost his mother, one of them, and no, why?
They're both gray.
Oh, is that right?
Yeah, it's racist. They're both gray.
And
They're the two gray animals.
Oh,
It's a
and
nice picture it is you paint, but when do they fuck?
Well, easy,
no,
Bigfoot.
it's not that kind of thing. And you know what I love? The story about the dog that made friends with the elephant. Have you seen that on the
Yes,
internet?
that's very cool.
Oh, that
I
shit.
love any of that. How about the dog that made friends with the dolphin and then he died?
Yes.
What a shitty dolphin.
And what about the dog who stays by his the soldier who died? I think he died in Afghanistan, and the dog sits at his grave.
Oh,
Do you know that
that's
whole
so
thing?
sad. That is really sad.
Yeah, it's
man.
fucking
That is-
crazy, man.
See, dogs are great. Would a cat do that? No.
Yeah, but my cats are friendlier than you think.
Everybody says
I have
that.
a cat, Walter, that just cuddles on me all day and flips around, and he gets so excited he starts to like jizz from his mouth. He gets so excited in my lap.
Has he ever seen you masturbate?
No, I never do it in front of the animals.
Yeah, but you know they
No,
can
that's
like
creepy.
They've got that weird sixth sense. They know you're masturbating.
No, I've had sex with my wife when the animals are in the room,
And what do they do?
They enjoy it.
They
like
ever
it.
like give you that
no,
look like?
they just kind of hang back. They don't like it. They get a little like they see too much activity. They leave the room.
Wow, that's weird because I was with the chick one time and she had a dog and the dog was like doing the humping thing. And I thought that was really just in like those comedy movies that seem to be out all the
Right,
time, like
right,
the
right.
Paul Rudd movies. But really, the dog was like humping the thing. And, honestly, he had some amazing staying power. But back to
Did he
Bigfoot.
shoot big ropes like Peter North?
He really could not shoot it. It was
There you
not
go.
flappity. It was not good. And the girls, Asa Akira was on my show who won Best Anal last AVN. She's really amazing. I think she's hosting the AVNs this year. She's
Let's
amazing.
hope.
She's talking about double penetration, which I assume in your own relationship rarely happens.
No.
Exactly. Like, that's just a rarity. And, it was really cool, her take on it. And she was really, I would say that is definitely a skill that has to be We gotta work on that this year.
That's right. Well, listen,
Double
I
anal.
wish you a great 2013.
What a horrible
Dave.
end. Yes.
Yeah, really. Where'd that go?
I should have cut earlier.
Yeah. 2013 is the year of Dave Attell, I believe.
You think?
Yeah. And
I'm gonna make my own prediction.
Go ahead.
It's Doug Stanhope. I really believe it's his year.
He is a great comic,
Isn't he?
Yeah, he is.
You
He's
like
terrific.
Doug?
Yeah, I like Doug a lot.
Now, would you and your chick hook up with Doug and Bingo?
I don't think my chick would be interested in that, but I would definitely hook up with Doug.
That's a definite.
No,
That's a definite. We know who's doing who's the favor.
I would hook up with Bingo.
Bingo is cool.
If I was like a single guy, I like Bingo.
Let me tell you a
her
little
head and she's mental. I love it.
Let me tell you something about Bingo, all right?
Yeah.
She might be a little woohoo, but she can sell some merch.
Does she?
Yeah. Doug's no fool. Doug's no fool.
There
She
you
can
go.
sell some T-shirts, man.
You're jealous.
I am a little jealous.
All right, well, if Doug Stanhope's year is 2013, your year is 2019. That's my prediction.
If I make it.
Yeah.
Where's the smoking lounge?
We will be back right after these words. The great Dave Attell.
Hey, what's up? See, I'm
Dave,
smoking a cigarette right now.
Howard is obviously very concerned about several aspects of your life.
Oh, is he? Howard is great because he always sets me straight, but let's face it, I'm pathetic, as he has said. I'm lonely, broke, loser, smoking, and everything.
But you don't seem fazed by it.
This is my death ride, brother. This is the final. I feel like any minute Ronnie's going to tackle me for smoking in here. Yeah, no, listen, I really love that Howard helps me not only as a comic, but also as a fellow. Like I consider we're both, kind of outsiders. But he, of course, is very successful, and the fact that he even just like talks to me the way he does is kind of cool. But yeah, I would say that I have no interest in changing.
Even with that respect that you have for Howard, the things he said, did anything hit home? Did anything
Yeah, I should get laid more, I guess. That's really what he's trying to say, because
Exactly.
that would be cool. So let's make that happen.
From a comedic standpoint, obviously, Howard's not a stand-up comic, but
No.
what do you appreciate about what he does every day?
What do I appreciate about what he does?
Yeah, his brand of comedy.
First of all, there's no one else like him, and everybody's trying to be like him. And he kind of sets the bar for, he sets the bar for a lot of people in terms of, taking it to a level of, just raw, great, funny, truthful, shit. And I'll say it, and I'm not kissing up to anybody. There's nobody like that guy. There never will be another guy like that guy. And he is we all look to him of what would Howard do it? What would be Howard's take on something like this? How would he play this bit? And I do that on the porn show all the time. I'm as good as I can get it, and I got porn rolling behind me and hot chicks next to me, I'll never be as good as Howard. So,
He's the standard.
tip of the hat, yes.
All right, sir. Enjoy your cigarette.
Thank you.
Hey, somebody's got something to say to this guy here with the camera.
Oh, yeah? What do you got to say to me now?
Go ahead, Dan. Open your mouth.
Who doesn't have a... What, you don't like the cigarette
No,
smoke?
I had something
Come
to
on,
say to
Dan.
Ronnie.
Said cigarette smoking stunts your growth is what he said.
Fucking Dan, open your mouth to the guy.
Oh, really? I'm about to Daniel Craig all your asses, all right? Yeah, and then we're going to jump on top of it. Oh, shit. I thought that was like the security.
What were you doing?
I don't know. What is it, a flannel shirt convention? What happened? Did a treehouse die?
Hey, you got something to say? Say it.
Yeah, come on, Roddy. I'll take out all your boys. Is this your boys
Go
here?
ahead, take him out. Be my guest.
Is this the Amish Mafia? Kind of.
What do you think of Ronnie's mustache?
I love it. I think it's excellent. I'm sorry what happened to you at Little Bighorn. Anyway.